Everyone tells you GitHub Copilot is the gold standard. But if you're building a full-stack SaaS feature from scratch, it's actually the slowest tool in the room. Most AI assistants just predict the next line of code. They don't actually understand your project. I've spent the last 6 months building production-ready apps and stress testing every AI tool on the market. I'm not looking for simple snippets. I'm looking for an architect that can navigate a massive codebase without hallucinating every 5 minutes. Today, we're putting the big three to the test: GitHub Copilot, Tabnine, and the dark horse, Cursor AI. One head-to-head race. One complex SaaS feature. No shortcuts. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which tool will actually save you hours of debugging and which one is just a glorified autocomplete. Let's get into it. Most of us started using Copilot because it felt like magic. But then you start building a real SaaS. Not a to-do list, a real product. And that's where the magic disappears. You're building a new feature. You need a schema change in the database, a new API route in the backend, and a fresh component in the front end. Copilot suggests a function. It looks perfect. You hit tab. Then you run it. Error. Why? Because Copilot doesn't actually know your codebase. It knows the file you're currently in. Now you're stuck in the context loop. You spend 20 minutes hunting down a wrong variable name. You're manually copy-pasting snippets from your types file into the chat just to get the AI to understand the project structure. You didn't switch to AI to become a full-time prompt engineer or a professional copy-paster. You switched to build faster, but instead, you're fighting the tool. The gold standard has become a bottleneck. So, what actually works for building a real SaaS feature? Not just a Hello World app, but a complex, multi-file implementation. Today, we're building a Stripe-integrated subscription dashboard. 3 tools, 1 goal. Let's see who actually ships the code first. First up, GitHub Copilot. It's the industry standard for a reason. The autocomplete is snappy. It knows almost every library in existence. But here is where it hits a wall: context. When I ask Copilot to create the API route for the dashboard, it doesn't inherently know my existing database schema in the Prisma file. I find myself copy-pasting code from one tab to another just to feed the AI the right information. It's a snippet tool, not a codebase architect. You're still doing the heavy lifting of connecting the dots. Next, Tabnine. Tabnine is the privacy powerhouse. It runs locally, which is a massive win for enterprise devs. In terms of raw speed, it's a beast. It predicts the next line before you even think of it. But for a full-stack feature, it struggles with the big picture. It gives me the correct syntax, but it doesn't understand the architectural flow between my front end and back end. It's a great assistant, but it's not leading the project. Then there's Cursor. Now this is where things change. Cursor isn't a plugin. It's a fork of V's code. And that is the secret sauce. Because it owns the IDE, it indexes your entire local folder. I don't copy-paste. I don't switch tabs. I just type at codebase and say, build the subscription dashboard based on my current auth logic. It doesn't just guess the next line. It reads my types, my roots, and my global styles. It's not just completing code, it's architecting the feature. While Copilot was guessing what my user model looked like, Cursor already knew. The result? Copilot took 40 minutes of prompting and correcting. Tabnine took 30. Cursor, under 10. Here is the hard truth. In SaaS development, the bottleneck isn't typing speed. It's context switching. GitHub Copilot makes you the bridge between your files. Cursor * is the bridge. If you're building a professional product, stop using a plugin and start using an AI-native editor. So the final verdict. Copilot is a great autocomplete tool. Tabnine is a powerhouse for local privacy. But for building a complex SaaS feature, Cursor is the clear winner. While the others were guessing based on the open file, Cursor actually indexed my entire repository. It understood the relationship between my front-end types and back-end controllers without me explaining a thing. That's the difference between a suggestion and actual engineering. If you're ready to stop fighting your IDE and actually start shipping, I've put the links for all 3 tools in the description below. Use those to get started with the one that fits your workflow. If this breakdown saved you hours of trial and error, hit the like button. And subscribe if you want to master the tools that will define software engineering in 2026. Now stop watching. Go build something.